Hi students, my name is Priya Fernandez from Government First Grade College, Dharwad. In this video, I am going to explain some basic concept and terminology involved in coordination compounds. As we all know, blood is red in color due to pigment hemoglobin, which is transporter of oxygen and is coordination compound of iron. Chlorophyll, which is green pigment in plants, act as photosensitizer used in photosynthesis, is also the coordination compound of magnesium. Vitamin B12, very prominent vitamin in our body, which is the cofactor of DNA synthesis, is the coordination compound of cobalt. Cisplatin, which is used to cure cancer, is also the coordination compound of platinum. These are useful and play vital role in our day-to-day life and are known as coordination compound. Coordination compound in which a metal is bonded to anionic groups or neutral molecules by dative or coordinate bond. To have basic understanding of what are coordination compounds, we should first understand the classification of inorganic salts. A salt is formed by the neutralization of an acid by a base. There are different types of salts. They are simple salts, molecular or addition compounds. First, simple salts. The salts which possess only one type of cations and anions. For example, NaCl. When it is dissolved in water, it gives only one type of cations and anions, that is Na plus ions and Cl minus ions. Next, molecular or addition compound. Double salt. These are molecular compounds which are formed by evaporation of solution containing two or more salts in stoichiometric proportions. Hence, the molecular compounds which dissociate in solution into its constituent ions are known as double salt. For example, potash alum. It is made up of two salts, that is potassium salt and aluminium salt. When dissolved in water, these compounds dissociate completely into ions such as K plus ions, Al plus 3 ions, SO4 2 minus ions. And none of the ions remain bonded in the solution. They retain their identity only in the solid state, but not in the aqueous solution. Next, coordination or complex compound. Coordination compound is a compound formed from a Lewis acid and a Lewis base. Lewis acid is lone pair acceptor, whereas Lewis base can donate a pair of electrons. The molecular compounds do not dissociate into its constituent ions in solution are called coordination compound. For example, K4FeCN6 is dissolved in water. The aqueous solution gives K plus ions, that is the simple cation, and FeCN6 4 minus complex anion. This complex ion does not give ions such as Fe plus 2 and Cn minus ions because these ions together form a complex ion and retain their identity even in solution. Consider the next example, that is CONH3 6Cl3. So this gives complex cation, that is CONH3 6 3 plus and 3Cl minus simple anion. So these complex cation retain its identity as a complex ion. Therefore, complex ion does not dissociate due to the strong covalent bond present between the metal ions and the anions or the neutral molecules. Let us know some important terms used in the description of coordination compounds or terminology of coordination compound. Consider this complex. Here, the different parts of the complex can be illustrated as below. So here in this case, cobalt is the central metal atom, ammonia molecule is a ligand, that is species written in the square bracket does not ionize, hence named as the coordination sphere. Here 6 is the coordination number, and the species outside the bracket ionizes and is named as ionization sphere. So let us study one by one in detail. First one, that is the coordination sphere. The central metal atom or ion and the ligands attached to it are enclosed in a square bracket. Part of this coordination compound made up of non-ionizable species. The species in coordination sphere are bonded by coordinate covalent bonds. Next, ionization sphere or counter ions. The ionizable ions outside the coordination sphere. So the part of the coordination compound made up of ionizable species. Ionization sphere is bonded to complex ion by ionic bond. Central metal ion. The electron acceptor is usually a metal or metal ion to which one or more of neutral molecules or ions are attached. The acceptor metal cation is referred to as central metal cation. The central metal cation in a complex serves as a Lewis acid. So the central metal will be more commonly a transition metal or ion. However, few representative elements like magnesium, sodium, and inner transition metals can also be present. Ligands. A ligand is an ion or a molecule capable of functioning as an electron donor. Therefore, the neutral molecules or ions which are directly attached to the central metal ion are called as ligands. These ligands act as Lewis bases. Example, NiNH3 6 2+. In this complex ion, NH3, that is ammonia molecule, is a ligand, and Ni+2 is the central metal ion. Next is the types of ligand. Ligands can be classified on basis of charge, number of donor site, and bonding. On the basis of charge, so it is been differentiated into three types. That is, first one is the negative ligand. Ligands which carry negative charge. Example, Cl minus, Cl minus, Br minus, etc. Then second, positive ligands. Ligands which carry positive charge. Example, NO2 plus, NO plus, etc. Neutral ligands. Ligands which do not carry any charge. Example, H2O, NH3, PH3, carbon monoxide, etc. On the basis of number of donor sites, So it is being divided into three types, that is monodentate or unidentate ligands. Ligands which coordinate to central atom or ion through one donor atom and form only one coordinate bond are called monodentate or unidentate ligands. Example, water, NH3OH minus, Cl minus, etc. Second, bidentate ligands. Ligands which coordinate to central metal atom or ion through two donor atoms and form coordinate bonds are called bidentate ligands. Example, oxalate and ethylene diamine. Then the last one is the polydentate ligands. Ligands which coordinate to central metal atom or ion through more than two donor atoms are called polydentate ligands, and the resulting complexes is called polydentate ligands. Example, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid or EDTA. It is hexadentate ligand and this is its structure. And on the basis of bonding, so it is being divided into two types, that is chelating ligands and ambidentate ligands. Chelating ligands, a bidentate or polydentate ligand which forms two or more coordinate bond with central metal atom or ion in such a way that 5 or 6 membered ring is formed is called chelating ligand, and the resulting complex is called a metal chelate. This property is called chelation. Example, when Cu plus 2 combines with this ethylene diamine, it forms this chelating complex. Then second, ambidentate ligand. Ambi means both. Monodentate ligand containing more than one coordinating atoms are called ambidentate ligands. For example, NO2 minus and SCN minus. Remember, at a time it can donate only one lone pair of electrons. So in this example, that is NO2 minus, it can coordinate with metal atom or ion either through N or O atom. If it is through N atom, then it is nitro. If it is through oxygen atom, then it is known as nitrito. Similarly, in this case, that is SCN minus, it can coordinate with metal atom or ion through either S, sulfur or nitrogen atom. If it is through sulfur, then it is thiocyanito. Then if it is through nitrogen, then it is isothiocyanito. The next is the coordination number. The coordination number of a metal ion in a complex can be defined as the number of ligand donor atoms to which the metal is directly bonded. Generally, many students confuse with number of coordinate bond formed by the ligands. Suppose if it is monodentate, then you can take directly the coordinate bond. So here in this example, that is PTCl6 2 minus and NiNH3 4 2 plus. So these both, that is the Cl and NH3, both are monodentate ligands. So therefore, the coordination number will be the number of coordinate bond. So therefore, the coordination number of Cl and NH3 are 6 and 4 respectively. But in these examples, that is in this complex, FeC2O4 3 minus and COEN3 3 plus. So these two, that is the C2O4, that is this oxalato and ethylene diamine. So these two are bidentate ligands. In the case of bidentate ligands, so you have to multiply it by 2 into number of ligands to get the coordination number. So in this example, so that is in the oxalato, so it is the bidentate ligand. So therefore 2 into number of ligand is 3. So therefore the coordination number of this complex is 6. In other words, so one ligand can donate 2 electron pair. So therefore 3 ligand can donate 6 electron pair. So in this example, so this ethylene diamine is a bidentate ligand. So therefore 2 into number of ligand is 3. So therefore the coordination number is 6. So therefore the coordination number of both, that is Fe and CO, that is cobalt, is 6 because oxalato and ethylene diamine are bidentate ligands. Next, oxidation number. The oxidation number of the central atom in a complex is defined as the charge it would carry if all the ligands are removed along with the electron pairs that are shared with the central atom. Example, CuNH3 2 plus complex. So in this complex, NH, that is the ammonia, is the neutral monodentate ligand. By knowing the charges of this ligand, oxidation number of this the central metal ion can be calculated. So in this example, so this is the neutral monodentate ligand. So let the oxidation state of the Cu be X. Then we can calculate the oxidation number, that is X plus 4 into 0. 0 means as it is the neutral, we have to take the charge as 0. This is equal to plus 2. Total charge in this complex is plus 2. So therefore X is equal to 2. Therefore the oxidation number of copper is plus 2. Coordination polyhedron. The spatial arrangement of the ligand atoms which are directly attached to the central atom or ion defines a coordination polyhedron about the central atom. The most common coordination polyhedra are octahedral, square planar, and tetrahedral. If the coordination number is 6, then it is octahedral. Example, CuNH3 6 3 plus. If it is 4, that is if the coordination number is 4, then such a coordination can attain two geometry. That is, one is tetrahedral and the other one is square planar. Trigonal bipyramidal. Here, the three ligands are placed in one plane and the other two will be one below and the other one is the above, which is perpendicular to this trigonal plane. And the last one is the square pyramidal. Thank you.